Good afternoon, Talos. Security reminder.
You made it. Nice work. The entrance to deep storage is off the Arboretum. Your brother's office is up here as well. Jupiter in his palace at the top of the heavens. He used to say that behind his back. But that would make you... what? Neptune? Pluto.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Prey. Today we find ourselves in the Arboretum, having spent most of the last episode fighting our way through Guts, which had sort of reasonable success here and there. We came up against a few cystoids who, I finally remember the name for those in System Shock as the annelids. Remind me quite a lot of the annelid eggs in System Shock 2. They weren't too tough, but we did find ourselves facing our first... Ow! Fuck! We did find ourselves facing our first Weaver with not a huge amount of success. We just couldn't do a lot of damage to him, so we decided to basically run away. Which, not the worst idea when you've got something capable of killing you very quickly, and even your shotgun doesn't seem to do a huge amount of damage to him. So we're going to have to be very careful around them for the near future, at least until we find something powerful enough to take it out. We're going to start this episode by printing out a few fabricators, a few neuromods from the fabricator, and seeing about getting an upgrade or two. Rockhead Rumble made a very good suggestion for me in one of the previous videos, which was to get the necropsy update. That one there, which will allow us to get more of the organs from the Typhon when we kill them, which we can then use for more exotic material, which we can then use for more neuromods. So we're going to put that to use now. It might be worth us looking to improve our psi pool in the future as well. Yeah, possibly when it comes to using our combat slowdown ability, something like that. For now, we're going to print out a med kit as well. I don't know how many of those we've got. Oh, actually, no, you know what? We've got shitloads of them. Let's put them to use. There we go. That's boosted me quite nicely on that front, and I'm going to get some pistol bullets, because we blew through quite a lot of those in the last episode thanks to the cystoids. They were good at taking those out from long range. There we go, that tops us up nicely and leaves us with a fair amount of things we can use in the future. The first corpse of this area, Jia King Ho.
Officer Jia, this is Chief
Jia
Elazar.
King Ho.
Jia here, Chief. How can I help you?
I need you to report to deep storage and get Chief Show to reactivate the tracker on Grant Lockwood. HR deactivated it as part of the termination, but we don't have a record of him on the departing shuttle. I want to know where he is and escort him where he needs to go.
On it, Chief.
Grant Lockwood. We're going to have to keep an eye out for the security station in this area and see what we can do about putting that to use. Let's get rid of all of the bits and pieces that we don't need, or rather that we haven't got equipped, and get it recycled. Oh, lovely, lovely material. Shitloads of material. Although not much exotic material, which is disappointing. We're going to have to step up our search for those now. Kill some more phantoms. And what the fuck was that?
Morgan, are you alright? That Typhon, there's nothing in the research.
No.
Stay away from it.
No, there is not. That looked big and ugly. It looked like the, oh, what are they called? I can't remember the name for them. The big buggers in System Shock 2. The Rumblers, that's it. Another corpse mark celly there, cellars there. Yeah, they were big and ugly and
While
very
you're up there,
hard.
you could look into why the lift is stuck.
Crazy.
It'd be a lot faster and safer than having to fly through the guts again.
Agreed. We'll see what we can do about that. Alright, we're seem to be clear here for now, at least. Let's have a good look around and see what we can find. Lovely, lovely, pretty looking area. See if we can find a Julian Howard while we're here as well. Tomato plants. Where can we go from here? There's a mimic in there, I think. Or maybe not. I could hear something skittering around. Damn things. There it is again. There's definitely something around somewhere. We're going to look to hack this for now. Get ourselves in. Gotta say, hacking has been one of the most useful abilities we've unlocked so far. It's opened so many doors to us that otherwise we would have either had to just kind of try and find another way around, or just... Haha, haha, there is our skittering friend. Find another way around, or just ignore entirely. Could just hear something moving around in here. It's a wrench, which we don't really need, but we'll break it down. Oh, break it down! Not sure there's much else in here. Lots of food. Some materials we can use for spare parts. And I think that's it. Okay, great. We're moving onwards. And we're walking. Gonna pull out the glue cannon again. Realised that I probably should have reloaded that before. And we're gonna take a nice peaceful walk through the garden. Don't like the sound of that, that's not so peaceful. Edna Burton also didn't make it. Can we get in here, or do we have to find another way around? I think we've got to find another way around. That's disturbing, that speech pattern, that vocal pattern. We're going to see if we can find another way in. Yeah, there's a front door there, we put that to use. I'm not liking the sounds of what's coming from
Hey, over here! Open this door! Please! There's something after me!
Oh shit. Let's see if we can hack it before he gets killed. There is definitely a larger time limit on the level 3 doors, which helps at least. Still a bit touch and go, but you know.
There's something after me!
Shit. We didn't quite make it. There's also something at the back. The back of the greenhouse there. That was probably the thing making the vocal patterns. Can we scan this thing? What is it?
Scan complete. All specimens required.
Can we get some research up on it? Excerpt from Psychotronic Database. Common name Telepath. Scientific name Typhon Psychocratis. The Telepath is considered to be one of the most dangerous known Typhon. Capable of psychically controlling weaker-willed organisms and even people, it is almost impossible to contain for further study. Warning, please note that subsequent to incident case 1405-031433, the creation/containment of Telepath class specimens is no longer permitted. All personnel entering psychotronics are required to wear a psychoscope in addition to regular safety equipment. Weaknesses: explosive fire and null wave, immunity backlash, scannable powers, psycho shock 1, 2 and 3, kinetic blast 1, 2 and 3, mind jack 1, 2 and 3. In other words, we don't have a great amount of things that we can put to use against this thing. It's not really weak against any of our weapons. Wonder if I can get a scan up. There we go.
More specimens required.
Mind controlled human. excerpt from TranStar security records. Incident report 1546-031433. Classification containment breach. Reporting officer Corey Richard. Incident summary. I was on duty at about 14:20 hours when I received a request from Dr. Hans Kelstrup for assistance in live exam. Upon arriving on the scene, I witnessed Dr. Trevor Young slamming lab instruments into some of the Typhon enclosures. When it became clear that he intended to break containment, I was forced to discharge my stun gun to subdue him. During my subsequent interview with Dr. Young, he seemed immensely distraught and unaware of my presence unless I came too close, whereupon he would turn violent. He has been turned over to the trauma team and placed in trauma for his and others' safety. Scan data, weaknesses, glue, null wave, psychic and stun, immunity, EMP, scannable powers, psychoshock 1, mind jack 1. We have actually got some null wave charges, we could put those to use. Null wave transmitters. Got him down to half health at least. I'm not going to let this guy get away if I can get away with it.
Just go.
He knows I'm here. Ah. And we got him. We managed to kill him. But damn if that didn't take a lot of our health. It didn't even feel like I was under fire there, which was a bit of a concern. I managed to avoid a lot of those projectiles, but they've got a blast radius. That's something we're going to need to be careful of in the future.
Doctor, what happened? Where?
Excellent question.
Oh God.
Unfortunately, we blew through most of our ammo, which wasn't
I came up here to
great.
deploy the EATs, the Eradicator turrets. Then it was like all the color bled from the world. Everything had an edge to it. I couldn't control myself. But the EATs are still in the small arms closet nearby. We could still use them. Here's the code. I'm going to make my way to the cargo bay. Security was supposed to fall back there. Sarah will have my ass if I don't.
Wonderful, we managed to save another
I'm going to
human.
head down to cargo bay. Don't want to make Sarah mad. Even if she didn't make it, she'll still find a way to take it out on me.
Gonna harvest these trees for a bit of material and bananas. Bananas are good.
My brain feels like it needs a shower. 100 showers.
Another wash, maybe? Ha 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 ha. So yeah, that was a particularly tough foe, and we've blasted through a lot of our pistol ammo for it, so I'm considering maybe crafting a little bit more. I think it's going to be of use. Amazingly, Rodney survived, which is good. I thought he was dead. I thought he was most definitely dead, so I'm really pleased that he's managed to survive that, and hopefully he'll be back up and round soon enough. What can we do in here? Got an operator dispenser which we don't need. We'll take the bits and pieces. New chipset. What's this? Powers consuming health instead. No, I don't particularly want that. I find it difficult enough sometimes.
Did you find the EATs?
Weapon
I hope they
upgrade.
shred those things.
And a few bits and pieces. Right, arms locker nearby. That way. Storage AR1. Let's go and get some of those turrets out of storage. Christ, nearby is actually still a bit of a trek. It's only 100 meters away, but when you have no idea what may or may not be a mimic in between here and there, that's, yeah, it's not great. Got some spare parts we can maybe, yep, fix up the turret.
Scanning target.
Get a little bit more powerful. Jenny King also didn't make it. Stop shooting me, bitch. He's already dead. Good kill, though. Down ourselves a drink. And we're gonna see what we can do about going to get the rest of those turrets. I think that's our first plan here. There is a mimic there. Just a regular one, though. Not too difficult to deal with. I'm going to pause the video here a second, and I'm going to just adjust my inventory layout. I'm not quite happy with the way that it is at the moment. And there we go. That's a little bit better. Given that I'm pretty much got the combat focus ability equipped all of the time, I don't feel I need to have it in slot 1, and it's throwing me off when I'm needing to select my wrench and my pistol, which are a little bit further down the list than the others. So that's a little bit better off. We've got ourselves the code for here. 6357. Looks like we're clear in here. Now, I did talk in a previous video about possibly looking to upgrade my combat neuro mods, which were gunsmith. We're going to need another couple of neuro mods before we can do that. But I think it might be worth it. My weapons aren't packing the punch they used to. And as we come up against harder and harder enemies, I can only imagine that's going to get worse. Q-beam. I see we still haven't found whatever the Q-beam is. Imagine it's some new form of weapon, and I'd rather like to put it to use somewhere. Gonna put the turret here, I think. Should be capable of covering this area pretty well. Were there any other turrets in there I didn't actually see? Huh. Oh, there we go. Just like automatic doors in real life, sometimes they just won't trigger. So what are we going to do here next? We can either go straight to deep storage, or we can explore this area a little more. And to be honest with you, thinking exploring this area is going to be a good bet. We have no idea what else we might find, what things of use there might be. So I think if we stay downstairs first of all, there's something that way. Let's see if we can stay hidden and get a scan on it. Damn it. This one's going to be quite difficult to get a scan on. But going to be worth it, I think. It's something new, something we haven't come up against before.
No alien material detected.
I know. Thank you for that. See if we can stay in the shadows and get a scan on him. There we go.
More specimens required.
Etheric Phantom. What's that? Etheric Phantom. Excerpt from Psychotronics database. Common name Etheric Phantom. Scientific name Typhon Anthrophantasmus Psychoetheric. It is unclear at this time what prompts a weaver to invest additional resources in the creation of these more powerful phantoms. However, testing has revealed that these phantom specimens are much more durable and more dangerous than their weaker cousins. Wonderful. Addendum. Of particular note is the Etheric Phantom, which produces a particulate cloud that is highly toxic and disruptive to normal metal. The Phantom is capable of manipulating this particulate to create a duplicate of itself for short periods, as demonstrated in test log 1629-0231. Please note that in addition to standard purge procedures required for Phantom study, any enclosure used to house an Etheric Phantom must have its atmosphere cycled. Scan data, weakness, Q-beam, immunity none, scannable phantoms, scannable powers, Phantom ship 1 and 2, ether resistance, ether absorption. Right, that's a bit of a concern. We don't have anything that particular enemy is going to be weak against. And yeah, I'm not really wanting to take it on like that. Can we upgrade this any further from its current? Only the reload speed. Okay, so we're still going to need to get ourselves some more neuromods. This is not a situation I want to be in right now. I'm not particularly strong enough of our current weapons to take that thing out. Now we've tagged it, at least we can avoid it. I'm going to head back towards the lobby, I think, which is back this way. And we're going to use the fabricator and the recycler to clear out a few bits and pieces. There's a crew courses that way as well. We might actually head that way rather than carrying on with our mission. Main reason being, it's not the lobby we wanted to go to. That's it, through to the guts. The main reason being, there's the Telepath corpse, which we can't put to use at the moment because we don't have the room. Yeah, main reason being there are a lot of things in that area that we can do, missions that we've picked up along the way, that kind of thing. I'm going to drop this, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to drink it. It's been a really bad day. I could do with a head of alcohol right now. We're going to head back towards the guts loading bay and use the recycler to clear our inventory a bit. Hulk open doors. Trash. All of this trash. We're going to keep hold of that regulator. Apparently it's important. Don't know why at the moment, but it is important. That's freed up quite a bit of room. We're going to recycle this. And make up some more pistol ammunition, among other things. Because we blew through quite a lot of that when we fought off the Telepath and just recently. I'm also gonna... hey, we can make disruptor batteries now. We don't need it for a while, but we can make it. That's good to know. I am going to print out a couple of neuromods. Go, which will allow us to finally upgrade our abilities to Gunsmith 1. There we go, so we can now put some of those lots and lots of weapons upgrade kits that we've been picking up, we can finally put them to use. I'm going to start with the... I can press the right button on the inventory screen, which for some reason, even though it says menu is mouse 4, it's actually mouse 2 for me, so go figure. Yeah, we can finally upgrade some of our abilities, or some of our weapons. We're going to start with damage, because we need a lot more of that right now. And I think drop the recoil, and up the reload speed a little bit. There we go. We've also got the glue cannon, which... oh, okay, that actually needs different abilities to be able to put to use. I'm gonna slip in an upgrade to range and handling. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna leave handling because we tend to use it from a distance anyway, so not needing to move that quickly. I am also going to upgrade the pistol because I need upgrades on that pistol. It's one of my favourite weapons, especially from a distance. Speaking of distance, that's upgraded that, and we're going to upgrade the accuracy as well. We'll leave ourselves with a couple of upgrade kits because we have no idea when that might come in use now. We don't know what we might come up against where that might be useful. Really not liking the sounds of this. A space station shouldn't be creaking like that, I'm pretty sure. And now that we are heading back into this area, we're gonna probably head to the crew quarters, I think. Although activating the main lift might be useful. You know what? We'll start with the main lift. That's right, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I've got no plan whatsoever. I'm just kind of doing things as I can. What have we got in the med bay? Med bay's clear, that's good. Another med kit was good. Cabinets all empty. Shelves all empty. Ah, but some sort of maintenance access.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Yeah. Clear your own aperture of debris. There we go. I don't know where this is going to lead us to. Some sort of micro access tunnel. Apologies for a little bit of noise in the background. There, you might be able to hear. I'm just sort of adjusting the headset. It's a little bit uncomfortable this morning, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, hello. Fuck, that's an Athrun phantom. Close the door, close the door! That is one of the ones that we scanned earlier on that we in no way, shape or form are capable of taking on right now. I do want to try and get a scan on it if I can. But we're going to have to be very careful. There we go.
New psionic aptitude.
Any upgrades on this one? No. We won't get any notes till we've fully researched it, I guess. But at least we've tagged it so we know where it's going to be in the future. There's no way on earth I'm going to take that thing on right now. It's not a good idea to us. Let's see if we can get...
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Hi guys, you know you probably should be taking out the Athrun phantom that's through there, right?
Proximity sensor reset.
Is it worth us going to the lobby? Let's have a look. And so in the lobby.
That Typhon is an unknown type. From what I can tell, it's the source of the problem with the lift. The phantom you unleashed in Psychotronic.
Technopath. Excerpt from the engineering database maintenance log 1546-011735, fired by Talos I. It took forever, but repairs to the Arboretum airlock doors are finally completed. I think someone's been tampering with the electronics up there. When I popped open the control box, the whole thing just looked like somebody had been at it with a soldering iron, just a bunch of crossed wires, stuff that's not even supposed to be in there. The programming is all wonky too. I had to wipe it clean and reinstall. I'll have to bring up an engineering operator to clean up the rest of this. I'm filing a report with security about this too. We have enough junk malfunctioning around here. Scan data. Weakness. Electric, explosive, psychic, EMP. Scannable powers. Electrostatic burst 1, 2 and 3. Remote manipulation 1, 2 and 3. Machine mind 1, 2 and 3. I think we're going to put the disruptor to good use.
Only this one seems more powerful. Scanning it would tell you more.
An EMP charge, that might be of use. Christ, this guy's tough. Let's slap in a couple of these. And... that's something I want. Destructive. Ow. Shit, it's capable of disrupting my weapons. Ow. Fuck me, that's tough. Wow.
Nice work. The lift is responding again.
Talos.
That Typhon hijacked the hardware, even the software running the system all the way down to the machine code,
Please report to the
reprogramming it on the fly. Fascinating.
Finally, man.
And alarming. I can patch up the code. You should be fine. Take the lift if you need to move quickly between the 3 main decks on Talos I. It has a stop in the lobby and down in life support.
Can we get any scan on this? No, we can't. Take care of this guy. That was a really, really tough enemy. They've got a lot of difficulties to them. Youch. I think we need to get smarter about how to take these out. Yeah, definitely think we need to get smarter about how we take these on. Right now we're blowing through a lot of resources against newer, tougher enemies. And it's not the easiest. On the plus side, we've finally taken that guy out, so we can now actually put the lifts to use. Which is something I've been wanting to do for a little while. For now, we're going to go back to the Arboretum, and we're going to head to the crew quarters. And we're also going to down a Psi-Hypo. I didn't realise we had quite so many of those, actually. And I think we got a suit repair kit. There's spare parts there. Where's the repair kits? I'm not just being blind here, am I? There they are, right next to them. Yeah, I am just being blind. Never mind. Okay, that's boosted us most of the way back to full health. Probably could have used this, an operator for the same. Oh wait, Lily Morris. We missed that.
Everything go well?
Eventually, had to wait a while. 2 assholes from the sales team chose that exact moment to stand under the alarm bell and smoke cigars.
So it's off Talos. My clients are eager.
Yeah, just made the last shipment. Should be Earthside by morning, Pacific time.
Good. I'll be leaving another package for you after tomorrow's shift.
Drop site?
The lobby. Assuming it works.
Of course it works. 3 taps with a wrench. That'll pop it open. All of them will work that way by tomorrow.
You're adorable when you get proud of your gadgets.
Don't patronize me, Lily.
Interesting. What was going on here? And I've just remembered there is actually something back in the lobby. There was Henrik de Vries' body, who we haven't found up until now. I was hoping he would have made it out, but apparently not. I don't know how I missed him. I stood over the body at one point and then just kind of walked away, so that was a bit stupid of me. Where is he? There he is. We've got a key card for his office now, and his transcribe.
Alex! Damn it. Hold on. I'm encrypting the rest of this.
That's handy. Don't know what we can do about that for now. We've got new objectives, but that doesn't really tell us much. Let's go and have a look at objective screen and find out. We've got a lot of missions we can put to. Download the decryption team key from the lobby. Get me where it's at in a minute. We're actually going to head back to the Arboretum. We are going to explore the crew quarters first. We've got a lot of missions there that I'd like to sort of investigate a bit further and see where we can go with it. There's not going to be a huge amount more in this particular update. Probably going to get as far as starting to explore the crew quarters and just run away from the fucking Etheric Phantom. I'm not sure if they can warp through walls or not. Etheric suggests that they could. That way. I'm going to have to hit Alex's office at some point as well. There's something else as well. Regular Phantom, okay. Regular Phantoms we can deal with. Wow, we got no pistol ammo left. Really? That can't be right. How do we blow through all the pistol ammo? We had shitloads of it. Did I drop it by mistake? Bollocks. Okay, fine. That's annoying. I'll have to fabricate some more when I get through to the crew quarters. There's something else in there as well. Probably mimics. Hello, asshole. Say hello to my upgraded little friend. Take the glue cannon, recycle that for useful bits and pieces. Now let's see what we can do about these phantoms. They're not phantoms, they're mimics, I think, aren't they? Although there is another phantom down there. Oh no, it's engineering operator. Can we scan it? We can get scan on it, good. Why did that not take us to the research page? Excerpt, done all that. Morgan's notes. Corrupted by some sort of Typhon ability, will try to incinerate you at close range. Keep away. Either freeze in place with glue, cannon, or knock out with EMP. Metal body shrugs off most rounds. Weaknesses: electric, EMP, explosive, glue, melee, and recycler. Immunity, psychic, null wave. Scannable powers: machine wind 1, remote manipulation 1. We're going to leave this locked for now. See if we can take out the other phantom first, because we can hear it around, and I'd rather not take it out at the same time as dealing with a operator. I keep forgetting that that guy, once he's charged up his ability, you're still going to have to dodge it even if you freeze him. That's annoying. Gotta get that in my head. On the plus side, we put that to good use, kill them off very quickly. The shotgun, the newly powered shotgun, is very, very useful. Let's see what we can do about these guys. Oh, there's 2 of them. Wonderful. Okay. So, here is what we're going to do. That's weird. But, that could be useful. Eat recycler charge, bitches! Oh, well, I took one of them out, damaged the other one. That's better than nothing. Can we get an EMP charge in there as well? Let's hack this before it comes up and running again. Should have done that with the other way around, maybe, but never mind. This isn't going to be enough time. I fucked it up too much at the beginning. Oh, just missed it. Literally just missed it. Fuck's sake. Kind of feel like we should have a little bit more time to get through level 2. They provide you plenty of time for level 3. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on. But not nearly enough time for level 2, I feel. And the controls are more than a little bit floaty, which doesn't help. Yeah, you stay there. We'll deal with you shortly. Are we gonna have to go all the way around because we can't fit through the middle? That's really annoying. Whoa, Jesus, 0005. Not a lot of time left on that. And of course it opened the door straight away. Taking care of that at least. Managed to shut it down for long enough. Get over there. We may have accidentally recycled the weapons at the same time, but never mind. Oh, Psi-Hyper fabrication plan. That could be useful. Managed to recycle the other one at least. And we finally found the security station. And who was it that we needed to reactivate the... what was he called? The record for? Was it Grant Lockwood? I think it was Grant Lockwood. I want to say Grant Lockwood. Let's have a look. Objectives. Yeah, Grant Lockwood. Okay, good. Activated. Excellent. That will be useful. Hopefully we'll find something either good on him or find him and find out what the hell he's been doing. I'm gonna just down a bit more food. We can't get in the storage room without the keycard, so we're gonna head down now and into the crew quarters for our next, probably our next level, our next episode. Psy-Hyper, very useful, very useful. Shotgun, also useful, and Lizzie Colton. Shit, I'm sure we saw a log about her earlier on. She didn't make it either. So out of everybody we've come across so far, we found 2, maybe 3 humans that are still alive. And I still have no idea what happened to all my bullets. Never mind, can we get in there? No. No, we don't have a keycard yet, so we still can't get into the crew quarters. That's annoying. Okay, fine. Change your plan. What can we do and where? We can either go to deep storage. We've got a few bits and pieces. We can find Dr. Julian Howard. See, my only concern about getting to him is that we don't have a weapon capable of taking care of the etheric phantoms for now, and they're going to be pretty tough. Kind of don't want to explore too much in the Arboretum until we can find something capable of taking care of them. So let's go back to the lobby again. Plan being this time, we're going to find the encryption key, find out what De Vries had to tell us, and hopefully explore the what's it called, the smuggling ring objective as well. Yes, 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 you're big, you're ugly, and you can't hurt us because we're behind glass, asshole. And that's where we're gonna end our video for now, is back in the lobby. We'll pick it up next episode. We'll find out what De Vries had to tell us, and hopefully find a way into the crew quarters, which I kind of really want to explore at this point in time. I've got a shit ton of missions to do there and no way into it. It's kind of bothering me. So we're going to head there through our first trip through rather a nice plush lift down to the lobby. Feels like there's a weaver around. There's at least cystoid nests. Great, that's wonderful, just because we needed those. Interestingly, our turret friend seems to have done a good job of taking out the etheric phantoms by himself. That's nice to see. And here's where we're going to leave it. Next episode, back in the lobby. See you next time. Thanks for watching.